How you guys doing? This is Hybridsteel. Welcome back to Gold Rush, leaderboard number 31. Potentially my last one for a little while, but we will see how things go. This is day 2. And yeah, it's an interesting day. I gotta be honest, I've done everything I said I was going to do last night. I got off the drilling section, I went through everything else, and I've got my wash plant set up, and we're all good. If you're part of my Discord, you may have seen some of my little adventure, and we're all right. But if not, then, you know, you're just about to see it now, and it's all right. How you doing? Welcome to Friday night. Friday night with me, Hybridsteel. Normally I'll be watching Friday Night Tights, but that's not until a bit later now. I caught an early one last week because of, yeah, they were in a different part of the world, so it was like a little bit earlier. It was quite nice. And then, yeah, now it's all back to normal, which means I won't get to watch it until tomorrow morning. But apart from that, we're okay. How you guys doing? So yeah, back on the Gold Rush. It's all good. Welcome in. So, like I do on every Gold Rush like leaderboard video, we're going to see where we are on the table. I am number 18. I did 583 ounces. Yeah, that's all I've done. These people up here, these are pushing hard, and it always happens for the first like couple of days. And the reason why is because these guys know what they're doing, and then they just stop. I'm not sure, if I'm going to be honest, I'm not sure how they're getting up that high. I think it's just because they play the game better than I do. I think that's just basically it. Apart from that, we're all good. Founder, how you doing? And Mimen, oh, I have promised your name. Memenu? I just got all the achievements on BeamNG. Nice. Sorry, man. I don't. I'm just, yeah. Right. Change my camera. Turn on the big lights. Let's get diggy hole. Right, so we are where I'm digging currently right now. We're right on the bottom of this section here. So this row is actually where I'm aiming for now. So I'm going to toggle this on. I'm digging up to that line. So up to this line is everything I'm digging right now. We've almost done like most of this. Then I'm going to get into the high end stuff. And basically the reason why I'm a little bit behind other people is because what they've done, and I know exactly what they did. They went for that really high end stuff straight up. They've got their money. They're already on Nighthawk. That's basically it. I thought I would just dig it up a little bit more, so I'd have a little bit more of a start, which is just me. I did take a little bit of a risk, which paid off. I went for the D rocker instead of the shaker deck. That's the one. So I'm renting the D rocker. I bought my trommel because I was like, hey, I've got 26 grand. You know what? I'll just buy the first trommel. I'm all good. So when I eventually move up to Nighthawk, then it's more money that I'm not spending on rent, which is good. I'm not hiring anybody right now because I'm just going to wait until I get to Nighthawk on that, and then I'll be fine. And we're at $549,000. So, yeah, not too bad of a go. And where I'm digging now is it's only going to get richer. The soil is going to get richer as I go up. So it shouldn't take too long to get there now. But apart from that, we're all good. So, yes. Yes. But yeah, that's where I'm off to now. We'll be okay. I had one of those like problems when I was setting everything up. It was like, you know, when you like, okay, I've got this sorted, and I've got nothing sorted. Maggie Laggy 1991 Hybridsteel, not on YouTube. What's going on? I am on YouTube. I'm on YouTube right now. There are people on YouTube right now. Look, the number above you. Look, right there. Right there. It just says how many people are up there. And you're not late, you're early. I hear you, but nothing else. Okay. There is music playing. Oh, hello. Okay, that's why. Give me a second. All properties. It's for some reason... where is it? There it is. So the music should be coming through now. For some reason, since I did an update, it's not able to pick up like the music straight away, so I have to put the music back in myself. Gaming audio is a little bit like different because it doesn't really pick up. I turned that down. Nobody really wants to hear the gaming audio, even though it's absolutely dead. I get the first video on YouTube. If you are the first video on YouTube if you are streaming. Cool. Excellent. That's amazing. Right, let me just have a look into my settings then for audio, because yeah, I turned down the master volume. So if I turn this up to 100, 100 and 100, and we're at 45% master volume. There we go. So now gaming audio should be there. Stewie Norfolk, how you doing, buddy? Welcome. But yeah, so we're just kicking it. If it's too loud now, let me know, please. Very much. Apart from that, we're all good. So yeah, today is a stream, and then tomorrow there's going to be no progress from literally from when I finish tonight until tomorrow's stream, because I've got stuff to do, and it's been yeah. I just got on YouTube. How long you been streaming? 6 minutes and 39 seconds. Yep. I just turned Hydridsteel on and saw the DLC thing for the menu. I go to the store and looked in to see. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, there's DLC coming. It's going to be cool, man. It's going to be cool. How are you, Fridge Freezer? I'm doing good, matey. Doing alright. Yeah, DLC coming to Hydridsteel, man. If it happens whilst I'm streaming, it's gonna be just starting patiently there. That's all good. Don't worry about it. We're all right. We're live. We're fine. But yeah, the DLC for Hydridsteel is something if I get pulled in to do testing, I stop doing my season mode. Okay, that's just how it's gonna be, because I can't commit to this and do testing for Hydridsteel at the same time. How's a good lady and the kiddos? Kids have been... This is their first day of half term, and I already wanted to bury them because they were absolute twonks today. But we are very busy this weekend. We've got going to my mother-in-law's because we've got to go and sort out a load of stuff down there because they're looking to downsize in the future. So now is the time where we're going to start throwing things away. So that's good for my head. It means I can start destroying stuff. It's all fun and games. And then yeah, Sunday we're taking the kids to the cinema because it's one of these hey, we're showing a slightly older movie, not very much older, but it's a little bit older, which means we're doing cheap seats, family tickets, that sort of thing. I was like, cool, all right. And then Kerry booked it all up. It was like 10 quid for all 4 seats, which is amazing. And then obviously popcorn and stuff like that as well. But yeah, I think it costs them all in total about 40 quid. So that's not bad considering that if you go to the cinema normally it's really expensive. And I don't like going to the cinema because of just how expensive it actually is. Kids still got another week to go there. Yeah, I mean they're off now for us, and then I gotta be honest, they had a disco yesterday because it was the Valentine's disco, even though they're 7. So Valentine's disco yesterday, and then all of a sudden they're grouchy, horrible kids. They've been really, really horrible to me all day. So I haven't been in the best of moods. I fear that my neighbours will probably just hate me after this week because that's just life. Yeah, but we are going to be getting out. We're going to try and get them out of the park for a couple of hours, every other day, or even every day if it gets bad. So yeah, I just got to think ahead. Zloy Dread Dimasic. Hey. How you doing? Welcome. Welcome to the stream. And thank you very much for following over on Twitch. A boom to you. Most appreciated. Here we go. I'm just going to be I'm just trying to go for like a certain amount of like speed right now. I know what you mean. I transport kids special kids with, okay. Yeah, it's yeah, mine are just at the moment they're just tearaways because it's their first day off from school. There's no order. It's like I'm here, and so got them to tidy up their room this morning because after I redid it, because we put the new beds in, new everything, and it's like now it just needs tidying up, so they help with that. But yeah, they were up at, I don't even know what time they were up this morning, but they were watching their TV. I told them to go back to bed. They didn't go back to bed. They just stayed up, and yeah, I went back to sleep because I was dead from last night. After migraines knocked me out, let's put it that way. So I was well asleep. So I was out from that, and then it's just been like one tantrum after another. Ollie had a tantrum because I put his cereal in a bowl, and it wasn't like where it normally is. So it was on that side. So he threw a tantrum. So flipping out. And then like, Lolly, you got to get dressed. Why? Yeah, too many little bits. I have to sleep when I was at hard. It was a struggle. Yeah. For me, I was like, I'd go to bed at a normal time. I'd be up by 5:30. So I sort of get why they do it. But the thing is when you start explaining to them, if you just get up when the clock turns yellow, everything will be better. You know? Because they've got one of those glow clocks where it changes colour when it's good time to get up. They've never seen that clock change colour. They're up always before it. So fair enough. As long as they don't wake me up before 6:30, I'm all good. But most of the time, I'm usually up by... They're usually kicking me around about, like, 5. Most mornings. Let's go! But apart from that, we're all good. You know? Just getting by. That's all I can do. So I'm just living it up. $92. Basically, we're doing really quick turnovers. Like we do 5 truckfuls, we wash it out, we do it again. And I mean, I've got $549,000. I've got enough to keep this plant going whilst I'm still struggling through. So I'll be alright. I'll go and check my employers in a minute. See if we can get anybody to start automating, because that's what we need. This will be 99. Right, we're clicking over to 100 now. Right, it's done. 100%. Ding, 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 ding. Right, okay. First off, let's grab. Ding. Where did you come on the last leaderboard? After the 2 people got disqualified, I came 12th, I think it was. It wasn't bad for my first attempt, and I spent a little while just faffing about too much. Like, if I go back through those old leaderboard videos, I spent a long time just like, oh, well, if I do this, I'll be fine. If I do... And I faffed around too much, right? So what I did this time round was I rented that instead. So I'm technically getting more gold out of it. I also went and got all the boxes before I even started digging. So I was off the plots I was off the hog pan faster. Digging at night, a little bit better as well. So it just means that everything's good. Yeah, so I basically did everything what I did in the last season, just a lot quicker. So within my first day yesterday, this is where I was up to. I was like, hey, I'm going to have my wash plant sorted, I'm going to have this sorted, I'm going to be done. And it was all good. So yeah, I've done a little bit. I've gone faster than I did last time. I would have probably just been hitting wash plant now if I would have continued how fast I was last time, which means I wouldn't have done very well. You know, it would have been a lot more faster, like it would have been a lot more slower progress. But knowing what I know now, yeah. Did you win £1,000 for that? What? You don't win any money for doing this. If you won money for doing this, I'd be playing this like 14, 15 hours a day. Because I would compete. Like I would learn all the little tricks and everything just to play this. If I was earning money for it, jeebus, that'd be amazing. But that doesn't happen. Right, unfortunately I am still running one nuggeter, so I have to do this a little bit quicker. Like turning and faster and this and the other. So if you get sick, I'm really sorry. So I know I've got to go and turn on my pump and bits, so yeah, there we go. Provision of rent, it's a lot of money. Yeah. Basically, I'm not going to stack any more cash into my account now. I'm just going to be like going for gold. Because if they take a lot of money out of you. So I've got $344,000 left in my account. I think it's $28,000 a day for rent, so I should be alright. Did you get snow? No. Big pump and gold nuggeter. We don't get snow down here. We don't get snow in the southeast as much. Sometimes we do, but it's a rarity. Which is a bit of a shame, but there you go. Joys of life. We just carry on. No, we just got lots of rain. Mr. Games, by the way, how you doing? Just bring down my screen a little bit. Yeah, we got loads of rain as well. It was just one of those things. The thing is down here is like because I'm closer to France than like the Midlands sort of thing, so we get sort of French weather, if that's anything to go by. So the jet stream pushes weather up from the south a lot more for us. We don't get a lot of the rain and stuff. It's like when it snowed during the winter when it snowed a couple of weeks ago. And like Scotland got really badly hit, but you saw the divide, it sort of like just split itself off. So we didn't get a lot of it. Well, we didn't get any. I think we got like a flutter. Where's my other grate? Oh, I've lost a grate. There it is. No, yeah, no. Where? Oh, there it is. Oh, donut. Back at it again? Yeah, doing alright. I'll be right when we get into thingamajig, like Nighthawk. It's just to start off with, for me, it's always gonna be slow. Going faster than I did last time though. Just a bit slow. I'm really distraught. I spent about 45 minutes making a really nice pizza base for tomorrow, only to dump a whole bunch of mouldy oh dear. Oh no. Now to go and buy one. Right. Let's get this cleaned off as well. Get a faster spade. Wish I could. This should hit about 56, 58. Roughly. And then we'll just watch the lot and do it again. But the idea now is just to stack up the gold. So I've got enough money on me to just sort of just dig now. And I can just carry on. So we will. Where's the stupid grate again? I always seem to lose. There it is. I always seem to lose one. Right, done. Get me bucket. We're all good. Turn this bad boy on. Right, then turn this on. And then rotate it through. Diggy diggy hole. How you doing? Doing good, man. Watched a crazy Audi driver slide and hit central concrete divider yesterday in the snow just outside Sheffield. Jeebus. Yeah, that sounds not good. Well, that's not good. I don't like it. You can go on there. It's fine. Oh, where am I going? Yeah, that's where I'm going. That one got a bucket. That's got a bucket. Fantastic. What about you? You've got a bucket. You can go up there. That's cool. Go in there. That's fine. There we go. That's all of the dirt being done again. Can't remember if I got the bucket out the back of my truck now. Just picked myself up a PC on the way home to hook it up to. Hold on, you just bought a new PC? Nice. What'd you get, Brady? Brady. I need to get a new... I've got the graphics card for a new one. I just need to get the rest of it on now. It's going to be like months and months and months until I get a new one, but I'll be alright. We'll get there, eventually. Give me a sec. That's done, that's done. Hybrid, my man, how do you never lag on your streams and actually manage to stream? I've been before trying for flipping years. I can't do it. I want to do it so bad. And streaming, it's depending on how you've got everything set up. Like, how the kids are doing. Okay. There is a channel called Gaming Careers. I think his name is Pete. I can't remember the channel. Give me a second. What I'll do is I'll find out the channel name and then I'll send you a link and you can go and check out from him. Basically, he does like optimization settings and bits and pieces. Talks about like how games are and bits, how to set things up properly. I'm pretty sure it's called Gaming Careers. I gotta be honest, I haven't watched his channel for a little while. Is that the dude? Yes, this is the dude. So, Pete is a really cool guy. I like listening to him. I haven't listened to her for a little while though, mind you. So, you know, take that with a grain of salt. But all of his advice is basically cool. If I can actually stream without any lag, I'd be mind blown. So the whole thing with lag though is it comes down to how powerful your computer is. Can you actually support a stream? All of that, yada yada yada. And it's just to a point where you have to just hope that you can actually manage one. That's the major issue. It all comes down to can your computer actually manage a stream? So, and the lag issue is just, it's a pain in the butt. You know, you have to work within your parameters of what your computer can actually push. That's the problem. So we're up 181 ounces of gold so far. So the next one will be a big one. So I'm not going to touch my money. I'm not going to touch the gold now. I don't need to smelt anymore for a while. So I won't smelt anymore for a little while. Let's put it like that. I'm just going to keep going. Just going to dig now. I've got enough money to get me through for a little while. So. Teleport back to my car. Good. And then when that's all done, we can process that lot. How you doing, Ashley Piers? Thank you very much for kicking by. Yesterday I pulled 500 ounces out of Rivertown. I did that today. Yeah. With the drill, I only got to 300 and I think I got to 350 and I was like, you know what? That's going to be about, because it was like, oh yeah, you're now earning like 0.63 ounces in a nugget. I'm like, nah, screw that. I'm just gonna go for it. So I did. I was running on the skin of my teeth. After I set the wash plant up and everything else, I had like $4 grand left. I was like, I need to get some gold like now. Thankfully, because I picked up all the boxes, I got like the multiplier for like working at night, and yeah, I'm up to where I am now. So I'm all good with that. So we're fine. Now all I need is 2,500 ounces of gold. And I can go and buy Nighthawk. So yeah, for the next few days, I'm just going to be grinding away. I can't do a lot tomorrow and Sunday because we're out. But I will be back in the evenings for the streams. So I'm going to be a little bit behind in certain times. But, you know, I've got like the week ahead, I should be okay. Well, yeah. I mean, the problem with I will say one thing, and I'm going to be brutally honest. The problem with like streaming is it all comes down to if people watch you, and that's the big problem. It is just trying to get people to actually watch your streams and watch what you do. So it's just one of those things. I find myself in a very sort of like fortunate position that people actually do come and watch. But if they didn't, it would feel like when I first started. When I first started doing YouTube and I was streaming a little bit there and then, I think the most people, I had like 3 people turn up to my streams most of the time. And one of them was Charlie, who's Midlight Madness. He was always there because he's like, we're decent friends over Discord and like over YouTube and stuff. And genuinely, he's a decent guy as well. But like, there was only ever me, him, and RPM Nexus, and that was it for like most of the people that used to turn up to my streams. So, and I spent about a year or so just sort of dithering between 3 and maybe 10 viewers. So when I look at the numbers I get now, I'm like, I feel very, very like fortunate. I don't care. I just want to stream and I talk to myself. But why would you want to stream if you're just going to talk to yourself all the time? Unless you've actually got a reason to stream. Like, let's say if you want to become a streamer, then you know you then given a good reason to actually want to do that. But if you just want to stream and just talk to yourself playing games, you may as well just do that without streaming. I don't get that mentality. The reason why people want to become streamers is just because they want to earn money from it. That's pretty much the entire reason why people want to stream. You never if you're going to play on your own and talk to yourself, you might as well just not stream. I don't get the whole, well, yeah, if I can stream, then I can just talk to myself whilst I stream. It's like, just don't stream then. You know, play a multiplayer game, play your games and be happy. there's always a reason to stream. There's always like, hey, what do I want out of this? Really, most people who go, well, I just wanted to use it as a hobby. Okay, cool, but you want to earn money from it? No, I just wanted to use it as a hobby. No, you want to do it so you can earn money. That's pretty much the main reason why a lot of people want to do YouTube and TikTok and do and stream as well. And they just you want to earn money. I do. I've never shied away from that. And if everyone knows your reasons, it's all good. Main reason why I started the channel was to help people play games. That was it. It was a hobby channel because I didn't really have a lot of time. But I saw it as a part-time job. So this is my part-time job. If there's any other I talk to, for those they are. But that's the thing. There's always a reason for it. You know. I stream, so if anybody has any questions, bits and pieces of certain things, then I can try and answer them. If you just want a world view of somebody who's spent the last sort of like 39 to 40 years like living, then I'm all right. And you get an honest opinion as well. I'm not going to beat around the bush. No point. You might as well just have whatever I'm going to talk about straight as a straight line instead of going around all the corners like, well, yeah. Hydrogen question, when it comes to water drops for crops, do you still need pressure? Yeah, well, technically yes. So obviously the water is going to come out faster if you have a faster speed pipe. Now it obviously does affect if you've got a long line of piping, you still need pressure to get to the end of that line. So always put a little pressure tank at the beginning of your veg. Always. Left the light on. Pardon me. Right, let's go. Do 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 do. Oh, she's watching Jerry Springer. Jerry. Car Crash TV at its finest. Jerry Springer, Ricky Lake, and any other those like strange talk shows that was just encouraging fighting and violence. Jerry. No, not Carrie. Jerry. Also, is there any real point to having pressure tanks at the input? No. Basically, if you want full maximum pressure, yes. If you just want them to work, nah, it's alright. I do it like for every 10 drills I put on a line, I put one pressure tank because of the drop. Like from the first drill all the way to like the number 10 one, you'll drop around 20-ish pounds of like water pressure. So no, it's up to you, but it does come down to how fast you want your drills to work. Basically, that's the whole. It's to make them run faster. But it's good to talk to somebody except for myself for once. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. But I mean, the problem with streaming though is that you might just be that one person, and it can happen to anyone, where no one would ever find your streams, which means you'll always be talking to yourself, which means you'll start going down this spiral of mental illness. And it happens to everybody. Like if you don't get the views you think you deserve, you'll start going through like spirals of depression. It'll be, well, I think that some, people should come and see me. I'm doing this. I am really good. And then you'll start like second guessing the reason why people don't come and talk to you. And then you start going down that whole like, it is a spiral. It does become a real problem. So yeah, I'm only saying this because it's like the whole mental health thing. You got to look after yourself. If you want to stream and you're potentially setting yourself up to stream to nobody, don't forget you chose to do that. So if you're going to start like questioning why you do things and everything else all the time, then you've got to bring that reason. The problem with streaming nowadays is you need the backup from like a video. You need video format as well. So you need like longer form content to put onto a different platform. You need a way of people discovering you and so on and so forth. And YouTube is a really big help to that. But then that comes down with the extra work you'd have to do as a streamer, and then you'd have to make videos as well. Then you have to learn how to do certain things and how to like structure all that into like your own life as well. Because some people are busier than others. Some people have like full-time jobs. They can't do this, so you have to try and find a way of how you can become a streamer and sort of grow yourself at the same time to do it for a reason, if that makes sense. The problem with just becoming a streamer and thinking that you're going to be like the next Tim the Tatman or Dr. Disrespect is that's just the 1%. They're the guys that are on top. They're the guys that are like, yeah, you wish you were them. I do. If I could pull the numbers that like Tim the Tatman pulls, that would be amazing. But I don't play the games he does. I'm not a hyperactive person like him. So that all comes down to what you want to do. And if what you want to do is just play games for you and you want to stream it, then the question begs is, why do you want to stream? Just become a gamer. Just sit in your house or basement or room or whatever and just enjoy the gaming world. That's what I did. I did that for 30 years. Back when I was a lad, we didn't have the internet. The Kerry Hybridsteel show, get BBC on the phone better for Noel Edmonds. No, it's a bad idea. Right, so we've got to start our new row now. So we're going to start that row that's highlighted is the one I'm going to be digging. So I prefer to play with myself than with others, depending on the context of that sentence there, man. I've got to be honest, the reason why I play like mining games like this and stuff is because I prefer to play games on my own. What I prefer from YouTube and everything else is the social side of it, because I don't have much of a social life. I like the fact I'm still able to talk to people. I mean, I would even argue that a small amount of viewers on stream is a good thing for interaction with specific. Yeah, it is. But so the one main problem that I always find this as well, because I don't work in this. I volunteer my time in the guru space. So I'm a moderator for Nick Nimin. I think I'm a moderator still for Brian G. Johnson, Daniel Battelle and Daryl Eves. So occasionally I'll jump onto their streams and I'm there to just help. If people have questions and the main host isn't actually doing stuff, I'll try and sit there and try and help people who are in chat. And a lot of the people who, like, when they first start out, don't really have a reason. They don't have their own reason to start their own channel. Most of them are just like, yeah, I want to start a channel, I want to be a gamer. That, for me, number one, that's a big red flag. The reason why it's a big red flag is because I know from my experience of being a gamer, gaming is not easy. And so you have to talk to that person to find out what they really want to go into. And if they just want to play games, then that's fine as a hobby channel. The problem with it being a hobby channel is that's how I started. So you start off as a hobby channel, it's like, yeah, I need something to do, yada, yeah. And then you start seeing, like, you know, your video got 20 views. Okay, cool, that's really cool. But then why didn't more people see it? And then you start questioning why things didn't work. And then you start going, well, if I tried a little bit harder, then I'll get some more people to come and share my passion. And that's cool. But then you start thinking of, like, what happens when the channel gets a little bit bigger. And you want more subscribers because then you want more people to watch your channel. And then you get that little thing at the end of the stream that's like, hey, come over here. You can earn money if you make more videos. So you start looking at it going, well, if I get more numbers, then that means I get more. I can get some money out of this. I can do this, and then you're chasing numbers. That becomes your mentality. So if you don't have a solid idea about what you want to do on your channel, you become a number chaser, and that's what a lot of younger kids who pick up YouTube now. So I normally see this within the sort of like the 13 to 15-year-old bracket. A lot of them normally come into Nick's Discord or someone else's like helper Discord. The first question they ask is, how can I earn more money from this because I'm a young kid? Which my advice is, why did you start your channel? And then I go down that questionnaire of like so on and so forth. But trying to get people to sort of like, you have to then see it from their mentality of like why they wanted to start in the first place. And they see it as like, you know, I don't want money. That's how it starts. Every YouTube channel starts with, I don't want money, I just want to share my passion. That's how it started for me. I want the world to be awakened. Yeah, it's not going to happen all the while the legacy media is still in control of the messaging that comes through your TV box, and the government are feeding them the information. But, you know, that's just my mentality. If you want to do the world awakening thing, you don't want to be a streamer. You want to be a YouTuber. You want to do your research into specific topics. You want to make sure that your videos are coherent for everybody to understand, to be able to like get some information from. And then you want to show examples of why people are, why you want them to be awakened. That's just the way it is. You have to have a solid mission in your head. Don't be a streamer. Do it as a video. Maybe the long disc paper rounds don't pay enough. They really don't. Like paper rounds now, I don't know how much the average paper round is. When I was a paper boy, it was 13 quid a week for 6 days a week. So you do a paper round for 2 hours a day. You do 14 hours a day for £13. It's like, yeah, okay, it's £1 an hour. That was the going rate of my paper round, at least. But that's the problem. I don't think nowadays like paper rounds are really a good fit for. I mean, it's good for a little bit of pocket money, but when everything's really expensive, you know, just like, well, everything, then kids on a paper round, they don't get a lot of money out of it anymore. Especially when you consider, like, I don't know, if you just buy a magazine, they're like half that amount of money you just earned. It's not a lot of money to play with. You know what's crazy? YouTube is older than me. Yeah, I'm older than YouTube. The problem with waiting is that if you're going to wait, then no one's there to give the message you want to put out. So if you want to actively send a message to people, and you want to awaken them, as you say, then you have to be the one that's going to deliver that message. If you don't want to deliver that message, then how are they going to find out that message you want to send them? And this is what I sort of give Russell Brand his dues, because he went up against everybody he's ever sort of like been in touch with, and just done his own thing. I know people call him a whack job and a weirdo and a conspiracy theorist and all the other stuff, but he's one of the very few people on YouTube who's actually making sense in this world of like, when you see the montage of like all the news agencies saying the same thing, you realise there's something going on. It's a very strange montage when you see like 50 news channels basically all saying the same script. And all the paper pamphlets, all the pamphlets going to recycling. Mate, it's the same for me. Like, anytime a postman delivers here, and he delivers the junk, it's like, I just put it straight in the recycling bin. Half of it I don't even need. I'm a council tenant, they keep trying to clean my gutters. I'm like, council do that. Time flies, it's already 12 o'clock. Jeebus, where are you in the world? It's 10 o'clock here, so you're 2 hours ahead of me. Wow. Other side of Germany, so I'm gonna say you're like, yeah, Hungary, not Hungary, maybe Italy side, Finland. Okay, there you go. Finland, yes. I should have told by your name. Because I gotta be honest, I don't know it sounds horrible, but I can't pronounce your name, so I'm gonna. It looks like Erki Holmald. If I'm close, I'll take that as a win. But if I'm not, tell me. But thank you very much for kicking by. It's giving me a challenge to pronounce. Yeah, I get the conservatory one. The conservatory one makes me laugh because I live in a flat. we haven't got a garden this high up. If I had a balcony, maybe. Do you want your double glazing in your conservatory, mate? I've barely got a shed. Now, junk mail at the moment seems to be from Sky, trying to sell me like smart TVs. Because they got their Sky Glass. Apparently it's a really heavy TV. Like, really heavy. So I just bought a normal TV. And I don't want Sky Glass, because that means I have to pay them again. You pay this much money and you watch 4 channels a month. Yeah, I know. Because we don't really watch TV. Kids do. Me and Kerry don't. Kerry watches Pluto TV, so she gets all of her stuff on like it's like a whole channel dedicated to like Judge Judy, whole channel dedicated to like Homes Under the Hammer, whole channel dedicated. So like it's basically a channel dedicated to everything. No, but there's a whole channel dedicated to Homes Under the Hammer on there. That's what I'm saying. So Pluto TV is really good for fill-in TV. So if you want to binge something, you can go and binge it on there. They've even got a Wipeout channel. So you can literally sit there and watch Wipeout all day, every day, and just watch people fall in water. It's amazing. If you're a cruel-hearted person like myself, you'd watch it. Yeah, my kids watch it. Let's pull this dirt, man. Let's go. So the next row, which is the row that my truck is on right here, and I'm on, is the really rich one. That's going to push us up a lot. I'm hoping, at least. So that should have around 900 ounces of gold in that one square. So that's gonna do us a lot. We will be one step closer to moving at that point. But I want the extra cash as well, because once I move and then it's like I gotta buy all this stuff again, I'm like, right, cool. I didn't check out my employees. Pretty close to the first name was right, last name not. Yeah, that's fair. Thank you. I'm close. Just chuck another bit on there. We're all good. Let's go. Maybe they could put an orange and orangey in to get the boiler to go around to measure it. Maybe. It's a long ways though to get like a conservatory upstairs, especially on the outside of a building that's like 12 feet above the floor. Let's go, baby. How you doing, Artemis? Welcome. So yeah, I'm all sort of like hyped up for this whole mining sort of like month that I've got ahead of me. Zombie chicken, what happened to using the loader? No point using the loader right away because it's just digging. Loader comes a little bit later when you have to go down like 15 feet. All the dirt at the moment is basically within my reach. If you look at the map, so where we are right now, this is only going down 10 meters. So there's nothing real deep here. So if I can just reach it with the excavator, this is the fastest load. I mean, in order for making a loader to work, I'd have to start at the bottom. So yeah, at the moment, this is just I need to do this. Loader, hopefully, I'll get down to using on Nighthawk. The idea is to prep a channel down the side of like the main gold area and then just go for it. So see how things go. If that doesn't work for me though, then I'll be like, okay, I'm just going to go back to using the excavator. But in order to go fast, the loader is one of the best ways to go. There we go. Getting there now. But I already did something different this time around. I've got the D rocker as my main shaker. So I'm paying the extra on that, which sucks a little bit, but at the same time it actually helps a lot more because I'm earning a bit more extra from it. Let's go. I'd love to find out actually how fast I'm doing this, because I feel like I'm going faster than I did in the past. Like when it comes to like actually filling up a truck. But I'm only doing like quarter turn now. I'm not doing half turns or anything else. I'm trying to keep it within a quarter, and the way I do it is like measuring out by how far I can reach and then moving forward half. Right, so this will be, we're going to be doing a clean out after this one as well. Good to see you. How are you doing? I'm doing okay. Thanks for asking. It's much appreciated. Right, let's get this rolling. 64%. This is going to be 90, 20. So yeah, this should hit 100% after these two runs. Should be okay, unless something breaks down. 30-day reviews. How you doing, Justin? Welcome, stranger. Oh, why do I get shivers? Smashing that like button. That's good to hear. Don't forget, if you want to help support the stream, smash that like button too. I don't care which way you do it. You can do it with your fingers, your toes, your nose. I don't care. Hit the like button. It's all good. I just got a 2.65 ounce nugget. Oh yeah. Pardon me. Skadoosh. Yeah, we should hit just over 100% on this run. So we're doing another clean out. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. How's it going? Doing good, Bucks. Thank you very much for kicking by. And don't forget, if you are just lurking and you're having chill out and you're enjoying what you're hearing, hit the subscribe button. I'm not going to ask you to talk if you don't want to, but hitting the subscribe button means you're supporting me, and that's all good. If this is what you like, at least. And yeah, just kick back and chill. Already did. Thank you very much. Right, I'm going to be running a risk on this one. This has got to go. I've got to go. Got to go and line this up before it fills up too much. I was born under a we go. Cool. Right, and that button. That button. No. That button. We're here. 64%. 87. This should technically just hit 100% and be done. Should. I'm crossing my fingers. And then we'll do another quick, and then we'll do a really quick clean up and whack it all back together and then just go again. 10 dump trucks. I don't know, we're doing, is it 5? No, 6 maybe. I can't remember how many I'm doing. I'm basically just filling up as much as I can and just going for it. How you do that? Do what? What, switching vehicles? It's the keys underneath positive and negative, like the thingy comments. If you push Z, it is where it says next machine. Oh no, it's under me. So if you push Z, it shows you the controls. If you push the next machine one, you'll get instantly teleported to the next machine on like the conveyor belt of machines you've got. So it's just an easy way of getting around. I don't do it between, like, when it comes to doing like excavator to like rock truck, I don't use it because it's literally a second away, but it's fine. But I do it to the truck. I use my truck as like a teleporter. There we go. That's full now, so I'm just going to let that finish off. Hydroneer question again: is it possible to compress ores without smelting in vanilla? I've got a few. Yeah, you use a gem compressor. Oh, compress ores. Yes. No, it's not. No, you can't. You literally have to. No. Hold on. I've got a few mining gate requests for asking for 4-point weight of one ore. So what you do is you dig deeper. So if they're asking for a 4.5 ounce nugget of gold, what you would do then is you would dig down levels and you would like mine at the bottom. So you could hand mine at tier 3, or you could just set up a tier 3 drill on the bottom level and just churn out gold nuggets down there are like 5 or 6 pounds. I think that's the going weight down there. I need to get a worker to do this. I've got to check the workers after this. Remind me to check the workers after this. Yeah, you just dig deeper, mate. If you get to the bottom, so if you get to like floor 22, 23, which is like the bottom of every single one. Hey Hybrid, are you a mechanic? No. I used to be a diamond electroplater, but I'm not a mechanic. So with Hydroneer, get down to like 422, 23, which is the bottom layer of dirt. Get down there, dig out a couple of like chunks of gold, a bit of it, and go and weigh them. And then you know that if you can find like the minimum, maximum like nugget, then you know how big it all is. What? That's cheese, that is. What makes you think I'm a mechanic? I'm interested to find out this one. Why did you think I was a mechanic? Is it because I've spent a long time playing like CMS? You play a lot of mechanic games. No, I play a lot of sim games. There's a really good one coming out soon. I've been following it for a couple of years, and it's called Underground Garage. Basically, it's a street racing game, and it does look really good. I was part of the original alpha crew for it, but then life, so I basically dropped out of the alpha lot. I've followed it ever since though, and it does look good. No hog pans? No, because they only get you like 1% of your gold, and it's not worth doing. So just don't have them. And because it's so the way it was advertised to me is the amount of effort that you put into emptying all of it, and then you'll get like 3 ounces of gold. It's not a lot, so there's just no point. So I don't do it either. I basically fell into a lot of what other people do, and what other people do, it just makes sense. Don't do this, takes too long. Okay, won't do it then. Cool. Yeah, I think it works out between 1 and 5% of your gold, and it's not a lot. Is that I don't want conveyor belt. I want big water pump and nuggeter. Yay me. Right. Is it worth a normal game? Yeah, sure. A normal game, you're looking at the whole this is a real sim game, so use them on the real game. I do. Like, if I was going to do like a pure season, if I was going to sit here and record a whole season for you guys to watch, I would use the hog pans because it's part of the evolution of the whole thing. But saying that, if you look at the way that the gold rush group, obviously they got their wash plants, they use sluice runs and they don't have anything else afterwards, so they don't use hog pans. No one uses hog pans. The game gives you the option to use them if you really want to, but it's more of a if you're doing like high end and you're doing a leaderboard, they tend to take too much time, so it's not worth the time. And you're looking at competing, so competing means you have to go faster. So that's why I jump around a lot, and I'm like Mario, because if you can jump, it's faster than walking. And there's a little sort of like scenery glitch with this, and anyone can do this. Basically, if you look at the edge of this and then jump up to here, it does you a double jump across the top. So you actually skip jumping on top of the that bit. So it's just it just gives you a little bit of a boost of a jump. Done. I only figured that out last season, and that was my first season. But I tried to do this as fast as I can because I'm only using 1 gold nuggeter. If I was smart, I'd get 2, but I'm not. Well, I am, but I'll get there eventually. Just right now, I only need to use 1 because I'm doing a cleanup every five skip throughs. The reason why I ask, are you a mechanic, is me and my father are gonna service our truck. I ain't got a clue. All I know is engine makes wheels go forward. Really. I know where everything is in an engine. I can sort of fix them myself, but things don't go back together properly. The things I've changed in cars before, I changed the radiator in one of my old cars. Obviously, I've changed wheels. Well, I put on spare wheels because I can't change a wheel myself because I don't have a tyre machine. But that's why I go to a garage. I've rewired a hi-fi system before, and that's about it. But obviously, playing like Car Mechanic Sim, I know a bit more about cars now because of those games. Hey Hybrid, has anyone told you to check the current lease prices? Pine Valley was free yesterday and Rivertown is free today. Pine Valley is free because that's the starting plot we're all chucked on. I'm not sure why they opened up Rivertown for free today. So I was confused by that. When someone told me, I was just like, okay, it doesn't make any sense to me because we're not there. We're here. So I didn't get why, It's very strange. I'm not really worried because the thing with Rivertown is that I'm not digging there, so it doesn't bother me. But yeah, I don't understand why. You heard it was the usual 500k again. Oh, I don't know. The reason why I don't think it is, unless they ballsed up, but they opened up Pine Valley for us on like day one, because they always open up one plot for lease for free because you have to start somewhere. You're tired. You're young. You'll be okay. But yeah, I don't understand. So yeah, unless someone can actually go on there and confirm that it's there and that much money and so on and so forth, I don't know. I know that they put Rivertown for free though, but I don't know why. It makes no sense to me. It makes no difference to me. You didn't even wake up till 10. How are you tired? There's quite a lot of gold, but not as much as Pine Valley. No, that's why I stayed here. So if you look at the problem with Pine Valley, is if you go through the natural evolution of this game, you start in Old Arnold, then you'll have enough money to take a risk and go to Pine Valley, or you can go to Rivertown, which is a cheaper lease. So you would go from Old Arnold to Rivertown to Pine Valley to Nighthawk. That's how the natural progression of the game is. So as we were opened up to Pine Valley earns you more money. That's why Rivertown, it took a little bit longer to get anywhere, because Rivertown takes longer to get anywhere, so you have to fudge around with that a lot. My one question though is, are the boxes in Rivertown there? Because if they're there, I might go and lease it for the day, because it's free. I haven't found any. Okay. Why do I keep losing track of time? Well, I got to go because I'm up early tomorrow. Yeah, well, that's because you're enjoying yourself. That's all I can say. But no, losing track of time sucks. Have a good evening. Sleep well. I'm up early tomorrow as well, because we've got to go down to my mum-in-law's. So we got to go down. We're going to McDonald's first. Going to pick up a Mackie breakfast, pancakes and syrup, and bacon flatbread. It's all good. And then I've got like hours and hours and hours of like home stuff to do and mess around with. So we'll be all right. That's not bad. I just earned 200 ounces of gold by doing this. Just popped in to say hi. How you doing, Sparky Fish? Or Spiky Fish. Sorry, not Sparky Fish. Right, let's whack this off for now. Let's go. Right, and skip vehicle. All good. And now we start digging. Good luck and smooth game for your leaderboards. Greetings from Germany. Hello. Hello from the UK. I know my wife is itching to sit there and sort of like stay stuff in German though, because she listens to Rammstein a lot and she knows German. Busy, tiring day. We literally went to our school gym for PE and spent 10 minutes running at like 8 miles an hour. Okay. Don't worry, mate. When you get older, you'll look back on those times and go, "Car, running around a hall was so much easier." Oh, because it really is. Hello, Hybrid. Good night, Hybrid. How you doing, Yusef? Goodbye, Yusef. Have a good night, buddy. Now, is it Andreas or Andreas? I've already butchered one person's name today. I'm really sorry. Because I was going to say, in my head, because you come from Germany, I would say that the pronunciation, I would say that it would be Andreas, or instead of Andreas. And because I'm very common. This is the way I speak. I don't know. Second one is right. Okay, Andreas. That's fine. Perfect. Fantastic. I don't have to think as much. Basically, we are working our way through this whole like map, and where we are here, this is like 5. Most of these are between 5. What the lowest is 4. The top one is 700, which is this one here, which is really good. And then we went these squares off as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out a smaller block in the next one, but just take out more of them. The idea is to sort of like bring up a lot of money. So I know that if I get to like 2.4 million, I can afford Nighthawk, and I'm going to get taxed the amount of money I make as well. So that's just the joys of life. That's the plan. Give it a couple of days, and I'll be honest. My problem is that over the next couple of days, I'm going to be busy. So I'm going to try and go as quickly as I can from any free time I get, but I don't. Competing this year is going to be harder because of just the first weekend is the kids are on half term. So apart from that, I'm okay. We'll be fine. New Keyswood, you got this? I'm probably going to finish like close to the bottom 10 again. Just like last time. I'll be okay. My problem is that I don't know if I'm going to finish this season. That is the big thing. So normally I wouldn't be too bad at doing anything like this. You know, it takes time, yes. But because I have... If I get pulled in for Hydroneer, I won't continue this season, which means I'll just stop. And I just become a number in the board then. And then I'll just get, oh, why'd you quit? It's like, 'cause I'm doing stuff. I'll still do like out of all videos because they're easier to do than the streams of this. It just works out easier as well. We'll get through this. One way or another, we'll get through this. while digging up the dirt. We'll get through this one way or another. I don't know. You gotta go? Have a good one, buddy. Thank you very much for just coming by. Most appreciated. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way out. Is the popping sorted out yet? Has it happened anymore on here? No. When it comes to Out of Ore, unfortunately, I did a load of testing. I reinstalled the game. I put it on my MV2 drive instead of the normal hard drive. I messed around with settings. I turned them down. I turned them up. I tried a different Windows version. I listened to Split when it came to like changing my audio to let it sit on a core. And every time I play Out of Ore, it pops. It's really weird. And then I sent Christian a link to my video that I did when the audio was popping. I showed him what my cores are doing on the computer and the settings I was using on the game, and he doesn't understand why either. So I'm assuming that something in the update is causing whatever happening to my computer to pop, and he doesn't even know why. I'm hoping maybe that there's going to be an update soonish, and all of a sudden the game works again and nothing's wrong. So the only reason why I was able to record the video I did the other day, and it is an Out of Ore video, was I had to record the audio on basically separately from recording the video. So I recorded the video first. I laid it all out, so it was almost like a storyboarding. And then as I was patching it together, I was doing the commentary for it. That was how I had to do it, which I didn't mind too much, actually. Yeah, I didn't mind doing that way too much because I already sort of knew what I was going to say at certain points, which meant I didn't stumble as much. I didn't have to stutter out as much. So my problem is my brain works faster than my mouth. So in my head, I don't know what I'm going to say. But then my mouth just keeps going. How long am I on for? I'm on for another, I think, about an hour. It's like Phoebe's excuse. It's something wrong with my phalange. Yeah, it's something wrong with the phalange. Videos are good. I think. Cheers, man. Yeah, I mean, Out of Ore is. Oh crap! I didn't put the water in. Shit. My whole thing with like the videos is the only problem with them is the grind. It is, you know, if you're going to build a video, you have to do it for like 6 hours. You have to do a 6-hour video, and then you have to condense it down to like 20 minutes. I think quite a lot of people are doing commentary over the video. Yeah, it's because it's easier. Like doing it the way I normally do videos, where I've got like me at the bottom. People don't like doing this because they don't like being on camera, because the people who are watching then perceive you who you are. For all others, it's just you're a voice. There's no age to a voice. There's no like, oh, it doesn't matter if it's male, female, or I don't know, insect. You're a voice. You're just You're commenting on a video. You're trying to make it entertaining and more video, and it's easier to edit. If I'm going to be brutally honest, it's easier to edit. But the way I do this is I can move my camera around and everywhere, like Markiplier. I was sort of more inspired by Markiplier on how I do my videos than doing it like Dre or Blitz. How many views do you reckon you're going to get when you stream Hydroneer? If I'm going to be brutally honest, and when Hydroneer goes live the day of, for that whole month, I'm expecting about 500,000 over that time. I should have a load of guide videos up already for that stuff as well. I usually do voiceover, but spend about 6 hours editing, recording audio. I do. So for that video that I released the other day, which was just building the wash plant, I record because I knew what I was doing. It took me like 20 minutes to do the whole video. Just because I'd already planned it out and I'd done it. So I was like, okay, I've got all this equipment, I know how much it's going to cost, sell it all back to the shop, and then I know exactly what I'm doing, how it's going to go, and everything else. So the editing itself was like really short because I would just cut it into where it should be, and the voice, I just followed the video, and then I just cut out all the dead parts. I think I spent maybe about an hour doing that whole video. So yeah, I don't do a lot of editing. I don't see the point in doing a lot of editing. It's just me, because no one really gives a damn about like sound effects and everything else. It gets drummed into our heads so much. You know, you've got to make all this entertaining content. You got to do this. It's like no one really cares if I go whoop or halfway through a video. They don't give a damn. So I don't care. And get no subs or thumbs up. I really don't care. So it's whatever. If you're doing it for a hobby, it's fine, mate. But yeah, if you want to take this more seriously, it's just a lot more work. But 6 hours to do a video for like no views, and I think I'm going to be brutally honest, and it is just me. At that point, I wouldn't even do YouTube. But I'm different. I would be. It would basically hit me to a point I'd be like, nah, I can't bother anymore. Well, that's why I make the videos I do. Some people watch, some people don't. Where do you edit those clips of the streams for the shorts, or just... Oh, so the clips, basically, I use a little add-on in OBS called Atium. Atium and Harris Helen work together to form a little thing that you can record. So I can show you my screen, actually, because, well, I can. If I pull my display, and then we'll come up here. So it's going to get a bit Inception-y, all right? But this is you guys. This is Twitch chat. This is YouTube chat. And this is my activity feed on Twitch, because I don't actively watch Twitch. And Twitch is on my screen, but it's not here. So this bit on the left-hand side where I am, and here, I've got this little button programmed to do a 5-minute backtrack. So if I say something like I have done in those shorts before, I push that button, it records the last 5 minutes of this stream, and then it sends it to a folder in my computer, and then I edit as I go. And that's just how I go. And I use CapCut as an editor for that. So I technically use 2 editors. So I use my main predominant editor is Vegas Pro, and I'm on like Vegas Pro 18. And then when it comes to short edit, I literally use CapCut. So I'll run it through Vegas first, so I can like put it together. So I cut the dead audio out and stuff like that. So I get it down to like 59 seconds, and then I render that out so it's all one clip. Put it into CapCut, put my name on it, and then get it to do auto captioning. And it's around 99% sort of like spot on when it comes to like the words I say. No, I don't watch that. I used to do that, but I got bored of doing it. So when Harris Heller was talking about like Atium, I was like, okay, so what is it? And he was like, it's this really cool like recording program thing. I never knew how to use it. Like, obviously I know how to use it, but I don't know how to use it I didn't know how to use it in my channel. But then I started watching Pirate Software, and the way he started doing his streams and stuff, and his shorts were like just him talking about random things. I was like, you know what? I could actually do this. This is the sort of stuff I can actually do. So if somebody asks me a question and that question's good enough, I'll turn it into a short, because number one, it's, I don't know, it's a life incitement or something cool or anything like that. It just means I'm able to create that bit of content using this thing that for the longest time possible, I was just sitting there going, I don't know how I can put this into my whole YouTube thing. So yeah, thanks to Harris Heller for inventing that, but at the same time, thanks for you guys for asking me random questions to be able to make that content as well. I actually enjoy making it now, instead of just not really knowing what to do with shorts. So yeah, thanks. Yeah, I could do that. So basically, I'll just press the record button now. It's all good. Hobbit187 OTTI over on Twitch. Boom. Thank you very much for following over there. It's most appreciated to have you. But yeah, so that's the plan. That was genuinely, it was a when I started watching Pirate Software, I thought it was just pretty cool, but then I started learning that his engagement was just because of the interesting things he was saying. And I was like, you know what? I mean, he's an interesting sort of guy anyway. Occasionally I have those moments. I mean, I'm not as sort of like as insightful as he is, but at the end of the day, some of the stuff I do say can be put into other people's lives as well, and maybe at some point, something I say might actually help somebody. And that's something I take from all this. At the end of the day, I don't ever want to be known as an influencer, but if something I say actually helps somebody, that means a lot more to me. It just means that me going through a rough patch in my life or something can actually teach somebody else not to do what I did, which makes me, sort of like lead by my example, where I do the bad thing, you do the good thing. That's what I mean by that. Yeah. Gonna make me cry? No, don't think of it like that. I'm just doing like life stuff. No one's gonna cry. Yeah, I'm streaming on Twitch as well. Like, I dual stream now because Twitch let us. I'm like, I can't let that not be a thing. As soon as Twitch let us do that, I was like, no, I'm jumping back into Twitch. Before then, I hadn't streamed on Twitch for 3 years because I just got bored of. I got bored of basically being an affiliate and then not being able to share that out to people until like 48 hours after or whatever. I was like, screw this, and I just stayed on YouTube. Yeah, real world is that. I mean, the reason why I sort of I'd like to, if people ask questions about my life, or if they have a question about something that's going on in their life, the reason why I like to give an example from my life is because I've already lived it. I've already been there. I've already done that, and I've bought so many T-shirts that it's not funny anymore. But if something I've done that's gone wrong can help somebody do right, then yeah, okay, I'm an influencer of like trying to help somebody. Especially with like modern day, like the modern day person. I mean, Gen Z and Gen Alpha now. I don't know, I think because most people have lived their life online, it almost like sheltered them from what's going on outside in a way. That's just how I see it. I come from the generation where we didn't have a computer, we didn't have internet, we didn't have mobile phones. We went outside until it was dark. We lost things. We broke things for being stupid. We didn't have mobile phones to bury ourselves in. We didn't have a lot of computer stuff. We were limited on like TVs and things like that. So yeah, we just made do with what we had. We carried on. But nowadays, because everyone's attached to their phone, some people, not all, but some people don't know how to deal with the real world anymore. And it's quite worrying. I never thought I'd see it in my life, let's put it that way. Or how to switch it off. Exactly. Like for me, I spend a lot, I've got to be honest, I spend a lot of my time on YouTube now. Because I'm at home all the time, I'm a full-time carer, I try and keep myself occupied. But when it comes to turning off my phone, I don't have an attachment to my phone. I'll use my phone to check the time and get text messages from Kerry and maybe phone calls from certain people, but I barely use it to check the online world. And even when I'm out, and like you see it all when if you go to like a fast food restaurant, or if you go to a restaurant, every single person, you're sitting at the table and everybody's got their phones on the table and they're like, well, something's gone off, I've got to check my phone, it's Facebook. And you're being programmed to pay attention to that little beep to give you like that endorphin rush or a dopamine kick. I think it's a dopamine kick. Now for me, I barely even notice if my phone goes off. To put this into perspective, I'll walk home from the school when I've dropped the kids off, and Kerry's like, hey, can you pick up something from the shop, like for milk or bread or something like that? And I won't even look at my phone until I get home, and I go, oh, you text me? And she went, yeah, can you pick up this? And I'm like, oh, yeah, I'll go back outside then. But I don't pay attention to it. My phone is sitting here, and I don't really. That's why I bought a cheaper phone. I don't really care. Phones are only good for emergencies, really, or checking my bank balance to make sure I can afford something. But yeah, but you're here. But yeah, I know how to switch off my phone easy, and when I go outside, or if I got my parents' house, like I don't sit on the internet for a week. I'm away from everything. That's why I pre-program my channel, so everything's scheduled, and I'm barely here. Like I'll maybe reply to a couple of people on like the comments and stuff, because I always reply to comments, always, because I feel that's my civic duty as a YouTuber. But I'll never sit there and just sit on my phone for hours and hours and hours. I like to talk to people. I don't like to be surrounded by drama, but I like to talk to people. And that's why I don't go through self-service checkouts, because I like to talk to cashiers. Even if I just say hello, it's still being human. It's why I still carry money. It's because I don't do automatic stuff. It's just one of those people. How you doing, Doug? Welcome to this live stream. So that thing that I just said, that could be a short, and it probably will be. My brain, exactly. I mean, even if you just say hello to people, I started saying hello to just. I look a bit rough when I go out for a walk and stuff. I look rough, I'm a bearded bloke wearing a baseball cap, a big black hoodie. Generally, I look like a bit of a twonk. I look menacing. I look dangerous. That sort of thing. So, I don't think people I don't think they really sort of comprehend that somebody like me is actually going to look them in the eye and say good morning or hello. And that one tiny thing, that might just be their entire social life for their entire day, because you don't know how people are in life. So even if you just say hello, that could just be the turning point for someone's day. Exactly. Hello, how's it going? How you doing, Wolfman? And that's why I do it. I just hope that maybe something. I hope that something in life changes, and people do sort of. I know, like Andrew Tate has said it, but it's one thing. Unplug yourself from the Matrix occasionally. Like I see the mobile phone as the Matrix. You're captivated by that little screen. Sounds like a great attitude. When I'm talking on here and I'm talking to people, yes. Like if I'm not talking to anybody, I'm a real antisocial person. Like in these four walls, I'll talk to the wife and kids, but when I go outside, I normally keep myself to myself unless I'm with people like the people down at the school. I'll have a conversation with those people, or if I'm in a shop, I'll talk to those people. But when I'm going through like a town full of busy people, I don't really care about everybody else. Like I'm not. I used to be okay in like large crowds. But as I've got older, I don't really like the hustle and bustle of going into a main city or town anymore. Oh, how you doing, dude? I'm doing good. I'm captivated by the little screen because you're on it. Hi. Apparently more people are watching on TVs as well now. So instead of watching people on mobile phones, there are more people watching YouTube on TV now, because it's a more accessible media. Instead of watching like Sky or Netflix or anything else where you have to keep paying for subscription fees, YouTube is like free TV. So yeah, thank you. If you're watching, if I'm on your TV, hello room. I can see your pants on your wardrobe. And that sort of thing. And now you've looked at your wardrobe, making sure there's no pants up there, right? Yeah, see? I know. You watch YouTube on the TV or something? Yeah, I watch on my monitor, because I watch on monitors, so. That's just me. Right, let's drive this big yellow lump over there again, and let's go. Yeah, if you hear dying in the background, it's Kerry. Because she's choking herself. I think we've got enough to do one more truck full before we have to move. Oh no, we've got loads. Oh no, we haven't, actually, saying that. No, we haven't. Right, and teleport. Not good for live streams though, unless your phone's hooked up. Because yeah, exactly. You're just watching though, man. That's the big thing. How's she doing today? She's better than she was. Like beginning of the week, she had a chest infection over last weekend, so the medication's been kicking in this last week. She's gone from like death's door to sitting up and choking to death now, so she's doing right. Now I'm getting small out, but that's where she's up to. She's doing all right. She's doing okay. Yeah, she's right. Just gotta wait. Come on, hurry up. We got 72%, so we only need to do like 1.5 truckloads to get this full. So I'll do 2. Then we can do another clean out. We're almost doing 2 clean outs a day, which is pretty nifty. Come on, finish. Finish! Finish! There we go. I'll push C again. Have you heard about the song from the 80s that no one can identify? It's called Everyone Knows That, I think. Nope. Listen to it. Oh, really? Oh, that's like a listening challenge, man. No, because the worst part is, I'll be one of those people who just go, yeah, I know this song, but I don't know who did it. But I get that a lot with like modern day stuff. It's only 17 seconds long. Oh, hold on then. I'm going to have to do this, aren't I? Right. Let me just mute Spotify a second. We're going to pause Spotify. I'm going to open up a new window and we're going to do Ben's Challenge. YouTube.com. Let's bring this up on here. Let's pull up my display and it's called Everyone Knows It. Everyone knows that. I'm going to get copyrighted for this. Aren't I? Nope, don't know it. And I'm from the 80s. 'Cause I'm old with a capital O. What's happened on Twitch? Am I live on Twitch? I am live on Twitch. Okay, cool. It's like my screen froze over there. I'm like, what's going on? Let me just go back to listen to Spotify. So yeah, no, I don't know that one. I think it's basically there's like 3 songs already laid into it. On the wrong screen now. Oh no. Nick Smith, how you doing? Welcome in, bud. Pull up your chair, grab your popcorn. We've got another little while. So how I judge the distance is up to that line there is where I'm going to park my digger, my excavator next time. I love being able to watch while I'm at work. Excellent. Where am I today? Like, I'm at your work, obviously, but am I in an office? Am I in the toilet? Am I in a car park? I don't know. Am I in a barista? I could be in a games workshop. Hello, fellow customers. It's 11. Yeah. A hospital kitchen. I don't think I've ever been played in a hospital kitchen before. How you doing, guys? This is Hybridsteel on Hospital Live Radio. For all those people out there, this one's for you guys. Don't break a leg, don't die. Today's special is chicken korma and rice. Watch out for the chocolate pudding, because Stuart, they dropped it on the floor. Hopefully you're not a truck driver. No, I'm not a truck driver. The Berridge over on Twitch, thank you very much for following, buddy. A boom. Most appreciated to have you here. What place are you in? I am in a flat. If you're talking about the game, Pine Valley. I'm in my living room. Yeah, let's go forward. One more of those, and we are good to go for another washout. Beep, beep, beep. Goes the door. Right, we can get one more out of this, and then we'll move. If you're commenting on a live stream and driving, and it's still considered texting and driving, yeah, well, it's still pretty bad. You can even get pulled over at the moment for using those Apple headsets to driving. So yes, anything you do that distracts you from your daily driving, basically don't do it. It's that simple. It's a long ways down. I think I'm not able to grab like the last bit. So I think I can only go like 7 meters. What do you think about the Vision Pro? Okay, so when I first saw it, I genuinely sat there and just went, it's a bit of an expensive piece of junk, isn't it? Right? I mean, it's what, $4,000? It's expensive for a headset, but I understand the augmented reality technology behind it. I like the idea, but I think it's going to be the worst of its the worst one, because after this it's just going to get better. Everyone's going to start building these things now. Like, you'll get one from Sony, you'll get one from Samsung maybe, and technology people will just walk into this in the next I'm gonna say I'll put this down as a prediction now, but I don't know if this is going to be happening. I predict in the next 10 years you'll have headsets like they do in Ready Player One, almost like a pair of ski goggles. You'll just put them on and everything will be there, and it will just be there. It won't be the whole headset, it won't be nothing, and it'll be awesome. We're heading the right way for like the Ready Player One reality, where everyone's just going to log into a video game. But that obviously needs time to build. But, you know, the technology is getting closer to that point now. So, give it a couple more years and you'll see a massive jump in, like, VR technology. You'll see a massive jump in, like, home suite technology. Disney already made the nano floor, which I thought was pretty bloody cool. I mean, admittedly, it came from Disney out of anyone, but if you've seen the omnidirectional flooring they created, because it's just called I think it's just called the tile, but it's absolutely brilliant. And admittedly, they're only walking on it, but if you can imagine a whole floor dedicated to like a virtual space, it does look pretty cool. So yeah, you've got the Apple Pro, which is pretty nice. It's not great, but it'll be better soon. And the Omni flooring, yeah, we're going the right way for virtual reality suites. Did you know that it's not technically AR because it doesn't have direct view? Instead, you look at a screen. Yeah, that's what so this is what I mean. It's not quite there, but if you think of it as like where this technology is going to lead, you're only looking in the right direction. That's what I'm going. That's what I'm getting at. It won't be far along. It won't be far down the road. Give it 10-15 years, if we're not all dead by then. 10-15 years, technology is going to change really, really rapidly. If you think it's fast now, give it another 10-15 years, and it's going to be ridiculous. Don't think I can get any more off this floor. That's 100% cool. So now I need to move this forward. Where my truck is now is where my excavator is going to go. So we'll be okay. Guess how long it takes a bucket to fill on a mobile wash plant? It's a lot of dirt. I think it's like 10 minutes. Why are you on a... Are you playing Leaderboard and you're on a mobile wash plant? 6 point... Yeah. That's awesome. Please don't tell me you're playing Leaderboards and you've got a mobile wash plant. The floor thing is straight out of Johnny English 3. Well, if you look at Ready Player One, when they have those omnidirectional like walking spaces, like the one that he has in the back of his van, it's basically that, but as a floor tile instead of a conveyor belt. And I'm looking. I gotta be honest. If this can happen before I die, it'll be awesome. Because omnidirectional flooring and a VR headset will actually get me fit. I'd walk like 4 or 5 miles in video games every day. It's like, I'm getting fitter, I'm getting stronger. And it would be cool. Like, imagine streaming like VR games properly. You used a mobile wash plant for 2 days. Oh no! No! Ooh, right. So the meta way of doing it, and I'll say this because everyone else calls it the meta way. Basically, you hog pan out until you get like 6,000 ounces of gold. Go and look for all the boxes to make shops cheaper. There's 2 or 3 in this place already on its own. Go and find all the boxes dotted around, and then you drill. You drill for like 2 days straight. 6, it's about 5 hours. And by the end of that, you're able to build the wash plant. I rent this wash plant off of how much I got in the start. Treadmill, but it rotates. That's what Ready Player One has. But the omnidirectional flooring is like, that's the evolution. That is. Check the leaderboard quick. Which one are you? You're number 4. Fair enough. I still wouldn't have used the wash plant. Yeah, but it's the wash plant. Yeah. I still wouldn't have used the wash plant. I know Ben's hit me up with a did you know? Did you know the advert for the Vision Pro effectively mirrors the opening scene for Ready Player One? No, I didn't. Right, well, I'm going to go and check this over. I've got to be honest, I haven't seen the advert for the Vision Pro. It counts all the gold has been processed by pan or wavetable. Fair enough. I'll line all this up first and then I'll go for the next section. No, I'm not digging, I'm walking here. Cool. Do. Now I just started the game like everybody else does. So you hog pan, you drill, you build a wash plant, and that's it. And then I've got to go and check my employees, which I keep saying I should go and do, but I haven't done it yet, so that's fun. So if I can get somebody to do this job for me and to change my mats over, then I've got more stuff. That's all good. Getting somebody to change these over as well, that would be handy. So hopefully the people that might actually want to work for me will actually do those jobs. I need hog bands, I got 5 ounces, then I drilled and found some more gold. Then I ran tier 2 for 2 game days, then I got tier 4. Fair enough. I just don't like using the wash. I don't like using the mobile wash plant. I think it's a me thing. I forgot to turn my generator off again. It's a nice costly mistake, this. It's because I don't hear it running. It's because I don't hear the game. Since they nerfed the drill nuggets, it makes no sense. Well, I mean, they didn't really nerf it. Basically, they give you enough to buy the wash plant, or to get they give you enough nuggets to rent tier 3 and some of tier 4. So I got tier 3. I got mainly tier 3, apart from the D-Rocker, which I took the extra risk on. But you can get a full tier 4 plant out of nuggets now still. So it is still a viable thing. But it does seem to be that, yeah, that process has slowed down a little bit. Because after drilling out most of the claim, I think I came out with like 350 ounces, which isn't a lot, but it's enough to make that jump from like tier, hog pan to like a wash plant, which I was alright with. Up. I need somebody to do this for me. Right, next. How you doing, He Wolf? Welcome in, bud. Is it possible for Gold Rush? No. To the tailings pile with you, Andreas. No, Gold Rush doesn't need multiplayer. It can't support multiplayer. And the problem with multiplayer is that if you want Gold Rush to have multiplayer, they have to rebuild the entire game just to input multiplayer. But you're not after a multiplayer, you're after a co-op experience. And even then they still have to rebuild the whole game. So no, they're not going to do that. This game is 7 years old. The people who will now work on it don't really care about it. And so here's the other thing I didn't know about until about a week or two ago. The community had a choice back when the old guard were running this game, right? Their choice was you can either have co-op or you can have it on console. Guess what they chose? They chose console. And the reason why they chose console is because Gold Rush doesn't need multiplayer. So off to the tailings pile with you. And you can't come off the tailings pile until you've donated your socks. It's a joke, don't worry. So yeah, it doesn't need multiplayer. If you want a multiplayer mining game, wait till Out of Ore does theirs, because Out of Ore, Christian has said that he's put it in the roadmap. He's going to be doing multiplayer on it. But yeah, most people who want multiplayer don't actually want multiplayer. They want a co-op, and it's still virtually impossible for the developers to do it, because it means that they have to take apart a game they don't know, because these guys are brand new to the team and brand new to Code Horizon, and they've basically, for the last year, they've been learning the game and how to build it out properly and so on and so forth. And now they're up to a point where they can start adding stuff in, because they've optimized the game good enough for themselves to work on, which is really good. I get asked, like 99% of my live streams I do when I'm playing this game, I get asked about the multiplayer, and every time I have to unfortunately repeat myself, because it's common knowledge that they're not going to put multiplayer on this game. Very common. Yeah, your chats are coming through, Ben. Don't worry. Did something break? What broke? The bloody motor. Guarantee it's the bloody motor. Yeah, it's the bloody motor. Here's Discovery. We're not happy with the way Gold Rush the game turned out. I don't really think they care right now, if I'm going to be honest. Bloody motor. It's okay. We only need this until we get to Nighthawk, and then we can start going for like the water tower. So it's all right. I'm not worried. I know what I'm looking for, and there it is. Nah, it's alright, mate. It's just like throughout my last time I did a season, it was the same thing. Like everyone kept running and like going on about multiplayer. So I invented it is a joke. So I invented the tailings pile. So if anybody comes in, they go, "Oh, what about multiplayer?" I send them straight to the tailings pile. You can't leave without unless you donate your socks. It's just a joke. But that's just because how many times it happens. It's a very, very common question. It gets asked a lot in their Discord as well, and it's hilarious because as said, the community were given a choice to either have multiplayer or a co-op mode at least, and or they could play it on console. The community chose the console version, which is what they got, and then since then it's been constant. Oh well, we need multiplayer. We need multiplayer. It's like you don't really need multiplayer. The game, and the other thing is, the game's not massive. The game isn't big enough to support it. So it's one of those things. It's like, why do you want multiplayer? Well, because then I can play with my friend. All right, cool. So what's going to happen is you're going to play this game with your friend. That's cool. You're going to be sitting on a rock truck for 8 hours whilst your friend digs, because your friend isn't going to want you to do anything on their plot of land. I wouldn't. Why are you saying things twice, Ben? You're repeating yourself. Two different game modes, dude. One is a simulation, the other is an RPG. Yeah. Yeah. And that's why Out of All will support a multiplayer at some point. But I mean, Out of All is so big that you could send your friend off you could send your friend off to walk 10 minutes in a straight line, and they won't find the edge of the map, right? And you will never see your friend again. They will get lost. And that's the fun part of Out of All. But when it comes to Gold Rush, I wouldn't say the game is genuinely not big enough to support it. And there's not really a large amount of stuff in it to do. You know? It's not a big thing. So, for me personally, no. And even if you talk to the devs about it, there are no plans to turn this game into a multiplayer game at all. And it's just not going to happen, unfortunately. Well, I mean, for me it's fortunate, but you get the gist. It's just one of those things they're just not going to focus on. Oh, okay. Which is better, Hydroneer or Gold Rush? If you want a continuation of a game loop that's constant, so you basically mine, dig, you're looking at Gold Rush. If you're looking at for a game that does automation in a fun way, yeah, Hydroneer's class. It's just how it is. Right, that's all those done. The thing is I at the moment I'm in like a little mining phase where I got Out of Ore updated and I've been playing that, and now I'm back on this because of Leaderboard. This is going to be my last Leaderboard for a little while, so I can actually do other things. And then Hybridsteel's got its big DLC update coming soon. Out of Ore's updates come very well when Christian gets around to like knocking them out. He's genuinely really good at what he's doing right now. Gold Rush, I'm looking forward to what the team have got planned. They've basically said there will be a DLC and some add-on stuff coming soon, so I don't know when that's going to happen, but they are looking to actually do it. My fear is that it may be too late for Gold Rush. I mean, they'll make some of the community happy, but there's a lot of trust that's been lost over the years with Code Horizon, even with the new guys. Like I mentioned this yesterday when I was streaming, but you got to think that the people that have taken over the actual like studio, all they've ever seen is hate, and they've got some real thick skin. If they're coming in, they're trying to change this game for the better, and all they've got since they started was just constant hate. Because, well, you should be doing this and you should be doing that. It's like, no. The thing is unless you're actually in their Discord, you don't know that these people are new. You've never heard of it. You've never seen them. You don't even know there was a change, and that's the big problem. Is there an advantage to just using the tier 3 to tier 2 drills? Me personally, tier 3 drills are amazing because they're quicker. You can mine out so much stuff in just a short amount of time. It's ridiculous. Like, the amount of output that you've got in a tier 3 drill on Hybridsteel is, I mean, it will knock a bit of dirt out of one. The drill knocks out a piece of dirt out of the drill every second. So 10 seconds is 10 pieces of dirt. With a tier 2 drill, it's 10 pieces of dirt. I think it's every 20 seconds. So it takes a little bit longer to do it. And then when it's tier 1, it's 1 piece of dirt every 5 seconds. So yeah, tier 3 can just knock out lots more stuff. And because it has to be placed deeper to get the most out of it, you're going to be making a lot more money out of it, out of even just one drill compared to some tier 2s and tier 1s. But yeah, so I'm sort of looking forward to what's going to happen in the mining world this year. I might go back to looking into Gold Hunters because I own it now because of Old Man Gaming. I still haven't got around to actually playing it because, number one, I've been busy, and number two, I fear that I'm going to get onto it and I'm just going to make one of those videos that everyone's going to hate because it's just going to be me crapping on it. I know it is. I'm hoping there might be something good to cover in it, but I don't know. Just set up a tier 3 at every level. Well, the one at the bottom is going to win because it's going to get the most stuff out of it. That's just because it's bigger and better down there. Where are tier 3 drills hooked up? Hold on. Where are tier 3 drills hooked up? They're on top. So right on top. Is Gold Hunt really as bad as it seems? So I made a video about a year ago explaining why that game is broken. And I feel sorry for the people who backed it early because they basically funded a game that is broken. Or was broken. Apparently it still is broken, and they paid $25 or was it $25? Yeah, it was $25 to fund the game, and the game is worth 15 quid or 15 bucks. So they basically paid more to fund a game that's not worth that much money. And this game's been in process for 6 years, and it's still quite ropey. Like, very ropey. Now, when I've stopped being busy, So I want to say like after June this year, because I think after June I'll actually have time. After June this year, I'm going to do a couple of live streams or maybe one large video for gold hunters. And I want to run through it all again, and I want to see if it's broken. I'm going to see if it's as bad as it was, because when I did my video a year and a bit ago, it was bang on. The game for 5 years worth of development was basically a broken piece of mess. Marty Higgins, hey my friend, how you doing? I'm doing alright. Thank you very much for kicking by, bud. I'm just watching dirt right now. It's all good. How long have we been on the stream? I've been on the stream for 2 hours and 10 minutes and 32 seconds. And I'm coming off something because it's Friday and I've got a lot of stuff to do tomorrow. It's going to be fun. And I've got Sunday. I've got lots of stuff to do on Sunday as well. It's going to be one of those like long-winded days. Well, it's going to be a long-winded weekend. But so I will be streaming tomorrow. Not sure about how long I'll be streaming, and then I'm streaming on Sunday night as well because of like not doing anything during the day. So my streams are literally as much as I'm going to be playing the game for the next few days. During the week next week I haven't got anything planned. Oh no, I've got to go to the dentist, and I've got I've got a flip of a coin. I'm either getting a filling or just one of my teeth yanked. So that's going to be fun. Not sure how that's going to go, but that'll be like, oh yeah, we'll take it. Okay, what we'll do is we'll fill this one for now, but you're coming back in 3 months' time and we'll keep an eye on it. Brilliant. I know that's going to happen. It's going to happen. And then my kids in Kerry are, I think they're down there on the 29th of February. Dentist. They're down there on the 29th, so that just means that they'll go through it all. Logan's got another wobbly tooth, so the tooth fairy's going to get prepared soon. But yeah, apart from that, it's all good. How long left? Soon. I'm gonna do one more like run through, so I'll fill this up and then we'll run the 2 loads of dirt and we'll be alright. And yeah, I'll probably play this a little bit tomorrow morning when the kids are having their breakfast and stuff, just because I can. And then I've got to wait. Kerry will be getting up at like 7, and then we're out the door by like 8ish, and then we'll get breakfast out. And then we got to go and strip my mother-in-law's house down a bit and throw stuff away and break things. Yeah. And then on Sunday we're going to the cinema, and the kids still don't know we're going. All they know is nothing. I haven't told them. I know they're going to throw a tantrum. I'm going to say, like, come on, we're going out now. And they'll be like throwing a tantrum. They'll be like, no, I'm not going out. And they'll be like, are you sure? Okay, then you can't come and watch this film. What am I going to watch? Oh, I don't want to say anything. I'm going to go and watch a film with the kids. It's a kids film. So my interest basically just died when that happened. I was like, yeah, we're going to go and watch it. Oh, bollocks. It's one of those films that for an adult, it's just not a very entertaining film. But you have to be positive for your young kids. You have to be nice. You have to make sure that they're okay. How's the battle going? Not too bad. 586 ounces of gold, $342,000 in bank, and I've only cashed out once. Well, twice, because I had to buy my wash plant the first time. Is it the new animal one that's out? It's not a new film, but I think it came out a year ago. So basically, our cinema does the whole. They do the whole brand new film thing, but in order for you to make a bit of extra cash on the side, they do. Am I on Leaderboards? Yes. They do a screening of a slightly older film, so they get it basically sells extra tickets, so they make a bit more money, that sort of thing. And because it's for families, they can sell off family tickets, and they can, it's just another way of filling up the screens, because obviously not a lot of people will go to the cinema as much as they used to because of just rising costs. So this is a way that they can pull in, an extra couple of quid sort of thing. Wonka? No, I actually wanted to go and watch that though. But again, like going to the cinema with 4 people, and so you got to do popcorn, drinks, and the kids like seats and stuff. I mean, you were looking at like 80 quid just to go to the cinema. No, not Mario. We got Mario. Yeah. But I wouldn't actually, just for the experience, I wouldn't mind going to go and watch that on the big screen. So if that does come up over the summer holidays, I will go and watch Mario in the cinema with the kids. Just because I can, really. Rising costs and $50. Yeah. Well, I mean, people still go to the cinema to have the experience, right? And I get it, and I understand it, but the problem is do you want to go to a room full of other people who are going to be sitting on their phones, texting and jabbering in the background? Or do you just want to rent it at home and just basically be in a more controlled environment? I mean, the last time I went to the cinema properly was when Deadpool was in the cinema. And I love that film. It was awesome. It was brilliant. And that was just before Kerry dropped Logan. So that was nearly 8 years ago, the last time I went to the cinema. So now I'm going back to the cinema, and it's like, okay, cool. Right. Rent out. Yeah, rent at home it just is a better idea. It's just better. Speed, thank you very much for following over on Twitch, by the way. Awesome of you. So we own the Mario movie, because if we didn't, my 5-year-old would kill me. Daddy, I want to watch Mario. Okay, cool, you can watch Mario. I haven't got a problem with him watching Mario. I like Mario. Mario's a good film. Yeah, rent it. I think most people nowadays would rent the film. I mean, some people still go to the cinema for the experience, and that's if you've got a decently paid job, I suppose. Like, and spending 40 quid going to the cinema is not a lot of money to you. But taking like kids and taking 4 people to the cinema, I mean, it's what? It can be 10 to 20 quid per ticket, depending on where you're watching and the seats you're buying. Or renting, sorry, because you're not actually buying the seat. It'd be cool if you did. But then you guarantee you're going to buy popcorn and drink. That's going to be another 10 quid. So you're going to be spending like 30 quid on the cinema seat to go and watch a film. Or you can buy the film for cheaper. There is always an asshole behind you talking. That's me in any like place I have to go with the kids. Like if I have to go and do stuff for the kids, like assemblies, I'm that person. Like, don't ever. The worst part is people like a couple of my like school parent friends. They found out how much of a dickhead I am. We went to a church service, and it was like the kids stuff. Like, so they were playing the violins and everything else. And I didn't talk during the times they were doing stuff because that's like disrespectful. But the people who sit next to me, they were laughing the whole time whilst we were in the church during people's like performances, because I am that person who makes like comments about everything. I wasn't being disrespectful during people's performances, but yeah, I'm that person. No, we don't have a Cineworld. We have an Odeon cinema.
Yeah, but we're Odeon kids. I forgot my memory of Odeon.
Yeah. So basically, the whole thing was, it's basically like Ollie's reception class. So all the mums are in a WhatsApp group. I'm in this group as well, so I'm in a group full of women. That's awesome. So, yeah, I sit in that group. And I don't talk at all. I talk maybe once or twice, depending if somebody actually like mentions me by name. Most of the time, I don't talk to anybody. And the idea was over the half term, all the mums are like, "Hey, can we go to the cinema and do this?" And it was like, "Yeah, okay." The tickets are pretty cheap. But then Kerry jumps onto like her like Odeon's like app, and then you can get tickets for cheaper. So not only are we going to a cheap thing, but we're going for a little bit cheaper. Like for 4 people, the seats are £2.50 each. It's like, this is a bargain. So I'll probably fall asleep because it's no, I'll be all right. I'll sit there with Ollie. I'll just watch it with him. I don't mind. Spent 21 for popcorn, large drink, and a bag of peanut M&Ms last week. So yeah, $21, man. I mean, you can get a KFC cheaper than that. I'd get a mighty bucket, like for that price, I'd get a mighty bucket for 1. And I'd sit there with just chicken and hot wings and the chips and like, this is cheaper than going to the cinema. So that's the thing, you spend $21 on just the food. Yeah. There we go. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to leave it here. And there we are. I've got 589 ounces of gold, $342,000. Actually, my day's just about to click over. So we'll just see how much I'm going to get charged for all this crap. And then I'm done. And then I've got to go to bed, and then I've got stuff to do tomorrow. It's gonna be a busy day, and I will be back tomorrow night. So if you did enjoy this live stream, hit the like button. I'll be back again tomorrow for a bit more gold rush behaviour and some digging and some bits and pieces. And hopefully by the end of tomorrow's stream, because we stream for like 4 to 6 hours on a Saturday night, we'll be all right. Provision of gold is 233 ounces of gold, and I'm spending 28 grand a day on machinery. So that's not bad. We've got 356 ounces. That's $350,000. So that means we've got 600 grand. I need 1.8 million. So that's going to be fine. So I'll dig that up over the next few days, and we'll be okay. Enjoy getting woken up at 4? No, I'll get woken up at 5. Guarantee. It'll be fun. Let me just overwrite again. So I saved. Go back to the main menu. Go up to the chat screen. So, yeah, thank you very much for being here. This has been Hybridsteel. If you have enjoyed this, hit the like, subscribe, and notification button below for all other updates. And I will be back here with a brand new video, live stream, or whatever else I do on this channel. Until then, have a great rest of your weekend if you don't come back at all. And, yeah, hopefully you have fun. And until my next one, I'm going to say peace out, have fun, enjoy everything you guys do. Boom! Fist bump to you. And have fun. Bye!